Inside this box behind me is possibly one of the most amazing things that has just come in recent years. Portable battery technology and portable generators have always relied on two very, very not so efficient methods. Gas-powered, for example, fuel-powered generators, which you use a chainsaw handle for and a choke and so on. Or, of course, they are electrically powered but don't seem to last for that long. There are many different companies, for example, that are doing this sort of thing, but I've decided to go with an ANKER system. Partly because every flipping YouTube channel is ramming it down people's throats, and just for future reference, I'm not sponsored and never will be. I don't take sponsors because I'm old-fashioned like that. Me unboxing this is not to try and get you to buy one, it's just me showing how flippin' excited I am because it's so dang cool. This is going to be Ulendo's electrical system when he eventually comes back. Since the very beginning, since buying Ulendo, I've been looking into reasonable ways that I can power my big heavy objects like that, my record player, my 70s TV, for example, and this seems to be the thing to do it. Apparently it can charge from 0 to 80% or something like that in like an hour. It's solar powered as well. It can power off solar. It can charge from a 12-volt car battery. Just amazing like compatibility and stuff. And apparently this thing can pretty much power anything. So I've gone for this one. It's the ANKER 767, and I'm going to get it out of its box because it just arrived right now. And now on BBC One, the world's first 1970s van life series, charting course. Wow, that was surprisingly simple to open. And there she is. Oh. Can't believe it, oh my god. That's so cool. It's a bit of a snug fit, it's really in there, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. There you go. Yes! Yes, so here it is, the big ANKER 767 Powerhouse, right. Thank you very much, side round of applause. What do you think of it? I did ask if they would do it in orange, brown and wood grain, but they didn't respond to that, so... Ooh, it's like opening a new Apple product, it's just so showmany. Right, so... Okay, I might actually... Yeah, that's very, very heavy. I hope Ulendo can handle all this weight that he's going to take on. He's going to take on this, he's going to take the records, he's going to take me. I mean, this is very, very heavy. I didn't expect it to be this heavy. Can you help me get it out? Good. Hold it, lift it. There you go, and put it down. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, how groovy is that? That's so cool. So I've just charged up the ANKER to 100%, which means we are basically ready to give it its test and put it through its paces. So this is going to be the first ever time I'm testing this. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to go through 3 different 70s items just to make sure that they work, and to see what's actually compatible in my camper van, because if I can't power one of these things properly, or it takes up too much battery power, which a lot of these items are quite heavy items, they can't come on the road really. We need things that are efficient as possible for the 70s, but also, you know, practical and enjoyable. So most of these are just leisure items, but they are things that I definitely want to take with me and things that I really want to use on the road. So first off, we're going to start from the smallest item and go through the 3 of them. So yeah, there's 3 of the items, and we're going to go from smallest to probably biggest and see if the ANKER can hold its own. Let's put it through its paces. First off, we've got this big heater. Now, this ball heater is kind of a 50-50 thing. I don't actually know if I'm going to bring this with me or not, because it does take up a lot of room. It's stylish, but I have a feeling because it's from the 70s, and also because it's, well, you know, it's a fan heater. It's probably going to take up a lot of voltage, so let's plug it into the ANKER, see what happens. Okay, let's turn it up a little bit. That'll turn on the heating. So we're using 1094 watts at the moment of output power. As you can see there, averaging around 1,000. Yeah, 1,083. Now if I turn it up to the full, it'll go. If I go all the way up to the top, it goes only 1 hour. And the fans have just kicked on, running now at a very, very heavy voltage. Alright. So, the fans have just kicked on the Anker. It does not want to power that on full power for very much, for very long at all. So yeah, quite a heavy item, that one, but I had a feeling it would be anyway. Fan heaters often are. Might need to get a more efficient one on that one. Okay, next up, the television. The next two items are the ones that I really, really want. This is an item that definitely needs to come with me. Something that I want to watch most of my stuff on. This lovely wood grain ITT television. So let's see if this one powers up. Here it is, the TV. Plugged it in. Alright, I've just turned it on. Oh, output 21 watts. 32 watts. Probably going to change when it gets powered on. On the TV, we're averaging about 32 watts. So I can run this thing for 25 hours. That is not too bad. 25 hours on a 1970s TV. So the TV doesn't even leave a dent, doesn't even leave a mark. That's really good. That was way better than I was expecting. The heater, on the other hand, was way bigger, way bigger. I thought this was going to be 1,000 watts easily, but no, 33 watts averaging. Very good. All right, fantastic. Next, the final item. Oh God, here we go. Okay, the final fabulous item. Sorry about the seagulls, by the way. We don't live on the coast. Why are there so many seagulls here? The Stereo Minor record player. This is something that I definitely want to come with me on my travels, so it's imperative that this comes, regardless pretty much of how much power it takes. This is a mandatory item. Really glad about that TV though. If this goes 30 watts as well, I can have the record player and the TV. Not that I would want to, but oh my God, the options. What should we go with? Ashes to Ashes? Possibly. No, something a bit more 70s than that. GQ, perhaps, or maybe even some, yes, mud. I think so. That'll do. Oh no, actually, what if? Oh yes. Oh yes. Jokesy, are you in earshot? Jokes hates this song with a passion. Absolutely hates it. Let's just go for it. Okay, apparently I can run it for 1.5 days so far. Yeah! And it says 1.6 days. Wow! This can easily be run for 1.5 days straight. Fantastic. Fantastic! Records can work, television works. I'm in heaven at the moment, knowing that all this stuff works and I've still got loads and loads and loads of power to spare. That's what I was really hoping for, to be fair. I was hoping for something that could really take it on, and this system does. Not gonna lie, I'm thoroughly impressed. That was really, really cool. I was wondering when I was buying the Anker system, is it really gonna power this stuff? Is the 70s going to be able to be compatible? Is it going to be compatible with all this stuff? But yes, it is. So, great. Record player is compatible, that's great. Doesn't even break a sweat on that thing. Television, I can run it for like a day and a half. That's pretty sodding good. And unfortunately, the one casualty of this test has been, as expected, the fan heater. It's a 70s giant ball fan heater from Germany. Is it really going to run at a low wattage? Probably not. But either way, I can find a way around that. I can find a way of getting a heating system for Ulendo so I don't freeze in the December. So yes, fantastic. Yes, we have power to Ulendo. Now all I've got to do is hook up the solar panels to the roof in the future, so, you know, whenever you see that, I guess, we'll see if that's a success or not. And then, of course, we can recharge the thing. So, yeah, ANKER 767 Powerhouse. I'm pretty happy with it. Really happy with it. And only a short time after the 767's arrival, we had, almost immediately, another email from Dan. This, the one I'd been waiting for over a year. Ulendo was finally in primer. As the restoration was entering its finishing stage, it was time for one last visit to South West Kustom before picking up my newly restored home, and there's only one person I could think of to accompany me. As Jokes and I fell asleep that night, I was beyond excited to venture back to outer Bristol, with a very special friend. Do you want me to take your sticks?
Wait a minute, yes. I was going to try not to make the floor so dirty for your car. Right, now.
It's not my car, it's my mum and dad's. So I don't care about how clean it is.
Right, now, get your backside in first, isn't it? This is the...
I assure you, if it were my camper van, if it were Ulendo, he'd be much cleaner. Alright, you okay like that?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Oh.
Come on, you can do it,
One leg, second leg.
There's a picture of me.
Yes.
Whatever are we? Remember.
And here we are. So yes, full disclosure, I always film every single visit to the restoration place for posterity.
It's incredible.
So, you excited, Michael?
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable.
Well, ready to see the van?
Yes.
Okay.
The limousine.
Yes, the limousine, one and only
How old
Ulendo.
is this one then, Infinity, this car?
About 2008, I think. Not too old, but
it's quite economic. Is it not too bad on the run?
Well, Honda Jazz has been recommended by Which multiple times, but we're not going to talk about this car. This isn't important. No. The camper van's important.
Catch it roughly where I park my car.
I am beyond amazed and excited about this. I'm just trying to take it in. This is probably the last time I'm going to see Ulendo until he's done in a few months' time. And it's so exciting. It is so exciting. I decided not to film, of course, wonderful Dan, as usual. He's come back from a nice holiday and is feeling a bit under the weather, so I thought, let's be respectful and not film a man who's feeling under the weather. I can't believe it. It's in such a, Ulendo's in such a beautiful condition. Even just in primer, the excitement builds and bubbles. All that's left to do now is the gutters, which are of course still rusted out. We need to cut those out and weld a new one on. We're going to take off the nice black trim because, of course, with his professional experience, Dan said that this often traps moisture in the winter, so even though I like the style of it, it's got to go. So we've got to do the gutters up here, we've got to do under the bonnet and the battery tray, and then of course the bumper. Once all that's finished, we can move on to painting him up in his original wonderful Renault Beige 170. Yeah, I'm so thrilled. He looks absolutely fantastic. Just walking around here to the back, I must admit, he's looking a bit rough on the inside, but the march of progress. Windows came out, thankfully, very nicely. And of course, here's the back, the barn doors in primer, absolutely fantastic. Can't believe it. Looks absolutely amazing, doesn't he? Michael, it is time
to see your...
Would you like to come and see? I don't necessarily I think it might be done by Christmas, but we're going to aim for January. So that's kind of our time frame at the moment.
You ready? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all like as if we're children, aren't it? It's Christmas.
Thing is, though, the inside is in an absolute state because everything's had to be taken out so that it can be welded. So don't think it's going to look as nice as it was last time you saw it. Okay.
So Stephen won't be needing to go there for some time then.
No, not some time.
The only thing I've got to worry about is that circular thing on the floor. There's a circular.
Oh yes, yes, of course.
Worry about that
later. Do you want me to help you out?
Oh, I think so, my dear friend.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Right, where's my sticks?
Just around here, Michael. If you just come this way.
This is it.
This is it. Yes.
I can't believe it.
So yeah, so this is the inside. He's in need of some work.
Yeah, it's going to look fantastic.
Yes, he's going to look brilliant.
Oh, infinity. Criterion cord.
Criterion cord, is that's what it's
I'm
called?
sure it is.
Yeah. Oh yes, it is on the top. I forgot in my own camper van that the Criterion carpeting is on top as well.
This.
Yes, this stuff. Yeah, well, I'm glad I know who to go to.
No, it was stopped about 20 years ago.
It's such a big deal for you to be here, for you to see all of this.
Well, you're a fantastic friend.
Even nicer. You're even better.
And was there much welding down here? There's sort of infinity.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot. I think pretty much the entire underside, pretty much all of the outer rims of the entire underside have been done. So yes, it was well, actually, you can see how much because that big box over there is full of all the rusty bits.
Let's have a look at that.
Thank you for coming to see it, Michael.
Because it's you. Oh, it's brilliant. Do you know, I'm going to say this, it looks a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because when you got inside it, it felt so small with all the stuff inside it, perhaps.
I thought that there was another place where it was. And I thought, God, this is amazing.
Suitably impressed by South West Kustom's transformative work, Michael and I looked on at my dream as it was finally beginning to take shape. With the majority of metalwork done and only a few final touches to be made, I decided there and then that this would be my last ever visit to Ulendo until he was fully finished. Dan, Rich, Steve and Jody, who had cut away at Ulendo's decay for over a year now, are the real stars here though. The story of Charting Course is not any one person's. It's simply an archive of a colourful point in time where a long list of incredible people, some older and some younger, have been brought together by one very unique project. And the passionate artists, yes, artists, at South West Kustom have excelled in not only continuing this story, but rebirthing its central character. So the many years of following chapters can be told. This is not our final goodbye to Dan and his team, but I felt it necessary to pay tribute to them here because this series is all about people. It's about the joy of travel, change, new experiences, and those that matter most to me. And again, not sponsored! But, as always, links to South West Kustom, their merchandise and socials have been left in the description for you to take a look at. Now, back to Laurel and Hardy. And so there, most likely, ends our update episodes at South West Kustom. Congratulations again, Dan, on your amazing, on your fantastic award that you got. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and well, thank you very much for all the service. South West Kustom, you've been incredible. It's just a weird feeling to be able to say, you know, I'm not going to come back here probably until he's done, so yeah, really, really excited and can't wait for it all to finish. So, you know, let's see what he looks like when he's done. So, Michael, that was it.
Well, I'm glad I didn't recognise it.
Yeah, because you walked in and you didn't even.
I thought, well,
you didn't
where
make
is
a
it?
comment. You didn't say anything.
No, I thought, God, it's not that. It's far too big.
I just wanted to stop for a second. It's beautifully sunny, it's warm, it's almost the middle of October. It's October the 7th, by the way, just for reference. October the 7th. Look at this view. Just take a look behind me. Let me zoom in for a moment. Look at the view from South West Kustom. It's so peaceful here, and the work that they do is so incredibly important. I know I've already said, you know, goodbye, and we've already said bye-bye to Ulendo and so on, but I thought it would be just worth it to stop here and talk about this incredible view. Because really this is the beginning of something amazing, something new. Just to be able to take in what's around me and looking at how far we've come and what we've done, it makes me it just fills me with joy and incredible happiness. I'm so glad that I found South West Kustom to do this for me. So, yeah, that's it. Rant over. Okay, bye-bye. Now, now I can go. Now I can leave. I'm going home.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here?
It's what's coming off that bothers me.
Coming off or going on makes no difference. This heap of junk is in the way and I want to see it move.
It's in an unroadworthy condition. You must be joking. It isn't even in a footpath-worthy condition.